In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through, as the administrative review coordinator, how if you are conducting an in-person hearing and you need to record that session, you can easily do that using Microsoft Teams. So what you would do is you would navigate to Microsoft Teams once you get into the local detention center or jail. You can access Teams through your web browser if you need to. You are going to get a richer experience on the desktop client, but for this tutorial, I'm showing you in the web browser. So what you can do is you click on the calendar and you choose Meet Now. What this is going to do, it'll allow you to spin up a meeting essentially in Microsoft Teams where you can record the hearing that's being conducted in person. So you could title it I just put a specific offender number. You can title it whatever you need. You can adjust your camera. So if you need to turn your camera on, and you are going to turn your camera on because you want to record the inmate or the offender's audio as well as their video to show that they were on site. So I'm just going to mute this here. You can, if you're using the web browser, you can click on this and make sure your audio is rendering properly so you can catch that. And when you hit join now, it will essentially spin up a meeting for you. So as you can see here, if I'm using the web browser, it's only going to show me as the primary person in this meeting. But what you can do is if you have a camera, a webcam essentially that you need to turn around. So you could first start the recording here from the web browser. You could introduce yourself. Stacy Strickland, Administrative Coordinator for Department of Corrections. I am here with offender number 1234. They acknowledge, we do roll call. Then if you're using the web browser, you can come to device settings and you can turn your camera around here under the camera icon. And that way, after you introduce yourself, you can then turn the camera around to the offender and you can record them from video as well as audio during the session. And then after the session is completed, you click and you hit stop recording, and then it will save that recording for you so you can upload it to your case management system after the hearing is concluded. And then of course you can hit end, and that concludes the in-person hearing. Now, what I want to show you here, if you're using the desktop client, when you go into the calendar here and choose Meet Now, what you would do is you would title the meeting. You would choose Start the Meeting. And then you'll see it's a little bit different. And that's okay. It is just here it's going to ask you, do you want to set your speakers and microphones here? This is where you can adjust your camera. Obviously you'd want your speakers and microphone on, and then you would hit join. It may prompt you to say, do you want to add people? You can just close that out so that you can conduct your hearing, because it's only going to be you in the meeting essentially rather than multiple people since you're in person. And that concludes the tutorial on how to schedule a Meet Now, record the session in person, and then stop the recording. And of course, once that concludes, you upload it, as I mentioned previously, into your case management system. Thank you very much. Have a great day.